Yo, snowfall mixed with midnight rain. Old jazz sample full of pain. City lights blurred through the taxi glass. Another cold night slowly pass. Basement room smell like dust and smoke. Broken heater barely stay afloat. Tim's by the doorway covered in slush. Whole block quiet, but the train still rush. Old soul vocals through the MPC. Hard snare crack with intensity. Project window show the avenue glow. Rain hit hard while the wind blow cold. Liquor store lights on the corner flicker. Street philosophers drinking cheap liquor. Everybody got scars, they hide deep. That's why nobody round here sleep. Young boy writing rhymes on the back staircase. Dreaming one day he can lead this place. But the city pull heavy like chains on feet. Jazz loops echo through the empty streets. Dark subway tunnels in a rainy night. Soul boom bap drums and the neon lights. Vinyl hiss while the cold wind blow. Lost souls drift where the trains move slow. Hard life stories in the jazz cafe smoke. Every crack beat feel emotionally broke. Still we ride through the endless storm. Underground sounds keep the spirit warm. Chinese food steam in the freezing air. Taxi tires splash everywhere. Old payphone ring near the bus stop bench. Rainwater drip from a black trench. Hallway buzz from the broken lights. Teenagers posted till late at night. Police sirens bounce off the wet brick walls. Another sad story nobody recalls. Shorty wear headphones near the laundromat. Eyes look tired under the Yankees hat. Cold fingers wrapped around a coffee cup. Trying to keep hope while the world corrupt. Dusty records stacked near the crate pile. Old Nas tape make the pain worthwhile. Every jazz note sound haunted inside. Like memories buried but still alive. Dark subway tunnels in a rainy nights. Old boom bap drums and the neon lights. Vinyl hiss while the cold wind blow. Lost souls drift where the trains move slow. Hard life stories in the jazz cafe smoke. Every crack beat feel emotionally broke. Still we ride through the endless storm. Underground sounds keep the spirit warm. 3 a.m. on the downtown train. Gray sky city full of rain. No peace found in these cold back streets. Only jazz loops and heavy beats. Fire escape, shadows on the building side. Another lonely cab ride. Street lamps shimmer through the puddle stains. While old saxophones cry like pain. Corner kids posted near the deli store. Talking about dreams they can't afford. Mama praying through the kitchen night while thunder rumble outside. MPC drums from the lower floor. Someone still fighting for something more. Raw basement cypher atmosphere. Cold breath float in the winter air. So let the vinyl spin one more time. For every lost soul trapped in the grind. Another underground tape replayed. For the hearts that the city changed. Rain hit slow on the rooftop still. Jazz loops say what we never reveal. One more night till the sunrise great. Then the same cold cycle replay.
Battlefield. Yeah. Midnight rain on the avenue glass. Cold wind whisper while the taxis pass. Dusty records spinning, the candle glow. Another underground soul moves slow. Yeah. Reno Raymond. Yo. Brown paper bag in a half smoke square. Wintertime tension float through the air. Old jazz trumpet from the neighbor room, mixed with the sirens and the subway boom. Project staircase smell like cold concrete. Everybody tired from the same routine. Cracked wall paint and flickering lights. Still hear boom bap deep in the nights. Back room session with the ashtray full. Heavy bass knock make the chest feel pulled. Lost kids dream through the headphone hiss. Trying to find purpose in a life like this. Late night deli by the train station. Old men talking about inflation. Snow melt drip from the fire escape. While dusty drums shake the cassette tape. Cold NYC nights under blurred neon signs. Jazz loops echo through a troubled mind. Dusty boom bap for the lonely streets. Vinyl crackle under tired feet. Rain hit hard on the subway rails. Dreams get lost in the smoke. freezing rain. Chinese food box on the studio desk. Old rhyme books looking worn and stressed. Train tracks rumble underneath the floor like the city heartbeat, forever at war. Shorty in the hallway, headphones on, trying to stay numb till the pain gone. Everybody carry ghosts inside, that's why the nighttime never feel alive. Jazz piano cry through the speaker static. Broken family homes and automatic habits. Liquor store glow on the rainy curb. Hard life lessons never need words. Old school Nike crease from the snow. Street lamp shadows moving slow. Another cold night in the borough maze. Lost souls drift through the purple haze. Cold NYC nights under blurred neon signs. Jazz loops echo through a troubled mind. Dusty boom bap for the lonely streets. Vinyl crackle under tired feet. Rain hit hard on the subway rails. Dreams get lost in the smoke-filled trails. Still we ride through the winter pain. Old school rhythms in the freezing rain. 3:33 on the corner store clock. Rainwater run down the old bus stop. No sleep eyes in the taxi beams. Everybody trapped in unfinished dreams. Smoke cloud rise through the basement room. MPC drums hum through the gloom. Whole record stacked near the heat event. Every scratch vinyl tell where we went. Cold hand gripping on the rust rail tight. Train ride deep through the endless night. Teenagers posted by the handball court, trying to act fearless but emotionally torn. Sirens echo off the soaked brick walls. City never cared when another one falls. Still we write pain over jazz samples. Warm like survival itself became an art form. So let the rain keep tap, dancing slow on the rooftop edges where the cold winds blow. Another lost tape from the underground scene for the restless hearts in between. Final fade under midnight skies. Street lights glowing tired eyes. One more loop to the sunrise gray. Then the whole damn cycle replay. Cold rainfall. Yeah. They toss slide. Yeah. Cold rainfall on the avenue lights. Jazz loops drift through the sleepless nights. Smoke rise slow from the fire escape. Another lost soul on a dusty tape. Black hoodie soaked from the winter storm. Old boom bap keep the spirit warm. Subway break scream underneath the street. Like the city cry through the heavy beat. Taxi headlights blur through the rain. Every cold block carry pain. Chinese food steam in the hallway air. Everybody stressed but nobody care. Old jazz records stacked near the wall. MPC drums shake the project halls. Young dreamers posted by the corner gate. Talking about money and escaping fate. Street preacher voice through the midnight fog. Old train tracks hum like a monologue. Cigarette smoke near the deli light. Another long ride through the endless night. Rainy subway nights in a crack cassette. Hard life memories hard to forget. Dusty jazz loops through the freezing air. Underground dreams everywhere. Vinyl crackle while the cold wind blow. Lost souls drift where the trains move slow. Still we breathe through the storm and stress. With old school drums in the darkness. Hallway lights buzz near the broken stairs. Teenagers posted with exhausted stares. Shorty wear headphones by the laundry room. Trying to stay numb through the gloom. Old payphone ring near the bus stop bench. Rainwater drip from a black trench. Heavy crack beats sound emotionally bruised. Like another lonely night confused. Basement cypher under dim red lights. Jazz piano echo through the nights. Police sirens bounce off the wet brick walls. Another sad story nobody recalls. Brown paper bag and a cheap red wine. Train sparks flash while I clear my mind. Still the city pulse through the avenue haze. Like survival became a phase. Rainy subway nights in a crack cassette. Hard life memories hard to forget. Dusty jazz loops through the freezing air. Underground dreams everywhere. Vinyl crackle while the cold wind blow. Lost souls drift where the trains move slow. Still we breathe through the storm and stress. With old school drums in the darkness.
Rainy subway nights and the rain still fall. Cold wind howl by the project walls. No peace found where the neon glow. Just jazz loops moving slow. Old cassette spin near the heat event. Every rhyme filled with discontent. Street lamps shimmer on the puddle stains. Nighttime city full of pain. Young kids laugh near the handball court, trying to act fearless but emotionally torn. Taxi reflections on the soaked black roads, while boom bap carry heavy loads. Smoke cloud drift through the rooftop air. Old souls wander everywhere. Still the drums make the pressure fade for a minute in the midnight haze. So let the saxophone breathe tonight. For every restless soul in sight. Another underground tape replay till the sunrise slowly fade. Rain tap slow on the avenue stone. Old jazz records keep me home. One more loop till the sky turn gray. Then the same cold cycle replay. Late bus ride, 217 in the rain. City lights melting down the window pane. Dust on my jacket, smoke in my chest. Another cold night in the borough stress. Yeah, old elevator, barely make it upstairs. Neighbors yell loud through the thin wall air. Jazz sample loop from the room next door. Somebody still trying to make it for sure. Crack Nike box full of unpaid bills. Cheap liquor bottles on the windowsill. Street light bleed through the project blinds. Everybody broke, but we still alive. Train sparks flash through the tunnel dark. Young boys dreaming while they walk the park. Cold hand gripping on the subway pole. Lost generation with heavy souls. Puff smoke slow near the corner bodega. Old Dominican dude stacking newspapers later. Sirens bounce off the wet concrete. Boom bap drums from a passing Jeep. Rainy city nights in a low bass line. Dirty jazz loops help me pass the time. Underground stories buried in the haze. Cold world living in the purple rain. Dusty tape hiss in the headphones loud. Lonely souls still blend with the crowd. Another long ride through the midnight fog. Just boom bap dreams and city monologues. Black coat soaked from the freezing rain. Every block around here carry pain. Kids on the benches with the same dead stare. Trying to act strong but nobody care. Old school break beats crack through the speaker. One blunt pass make the whole room deeper. Basement session with the dim red light. Freestyle smoke till the morning bright. Hood stories buried in the staircase walls. Graffiti names in the hallway halls. Mama pray hard while the street lights blink. Another young soul disappear in a week. Jazz piano cry through the vinyl dust. Everybody hungry, but it's hard to trust. Cold fried chicken in a paper bag. Same old nightmares in the taxi cab. Rainy city nights in a low bass line. Dirty jazz loops help me pass the time. Underground stories buried in the haze. Cold world living in the purple rain. Dusty tape hiss in the headphones loud. Lonely souls still blend with the crowd. Another long ride through the midnight fog. Just boom bap dreams and city monologues. 2 a.m. thoughts on the F train ride. Rain hit hard on the Lower East Side. No sleep souls in the neon glow. Where the lost kids wander slow. Black Timbs drag through the slushy snow. Street preacher yelling where the cold wind blow. Old payphone ring near the Chinese spot. Everybody searching for what they not. Tape deck spin with the eerie loops. Project rooftop city view truths. Broken hearts under Yankees caps. Life moved dirty through the boom bap cracks. Night shift waitress with tired eyes. Smoke breaks silence under darkened skies. Taxi lights blur through the rainy glass. Another hard winter slowly pass. Still we breathe through the hard decay. Still these drums make the pain okay. So let the saxophone cry tonight. For every lost soul under neon lights. Rain keep falling on the avenue slow. All jazz echoes from the radio. Another underground tape fade away to the next cold NYC day. Rain keep falling on the avenue slow. All jazz echoes from the radio. Another underground tape fade away 1995 basement tapes. Cold nights, train lines, real bars, boom bap, boom bap forever, yeah, cold rain dripping from the fire escape. Train smoke rising while the bassline shake. Subway echoes through the midnight fog. Street dreams hidden underneath the smog. Project stairway smell like dust and pain. Young souls trapped in the city rain. Loose leaf pages in a frozen stare. Jazz loops floating through the winter air. Tim's on the pavement under broken lights. Old heads posted through the endless nights. Cassette spinning in the corner store. Every raw 16 made the speakers roar. Mama praying while the sirens scream. Everybody chasing half a dream. Concrete jungle where the cold hearts stay. Still we rhyme till the skies turn gray. Old school echoes through the avenue. Concrete dreams still breaking through. Vinyl spinning while the sirens cry. Boom boom bap living till the day we die. Old school echoes through the avenue. Dusty records speaking something true. One mic living through the city glow. Real underground, never letting go. SP 1200 knocking through the wall. Late night freestyles in the project hall. Tape hiss, humming while the speakers glow. Every cold 16 cut deep and slow. Street lights flicker on the empty block. Time move different when the bassline knock. Broken trains underneath the moonlight sky. Still we rhyme while the whole world lie. Dollar vans moving through the avenue. Every young king trying to make it through. Backpack full of notebooks and pain. Jazz samples dancing through the subway rain. No internet fame, no viral trends. Just hard bars and some loyal friends. Underground legends never needed fame. Just respect every time they said your name. Rain falling, train passing. Static in the speakers. Still breathing. Gray smoke floating through the avenue. Cold wind whisper what we never knew. Dirty staircases in the hallway light. Every beat alive in the dead of night. Old graffiti running down the train. Lost souls walking through the freezing rain. Dusty drums with the off-grid swing. That real boom bap make the whole block lean. Every rhyme came from survival scars. Every dream hidden behind prison bars. Still the vinyl spinning slow and deep. While the whole damn city never sleep. Tape decks humming through the apartment walls. Late night echoes through the housing halls. Real underground till the speakers fade. Golden era never truly fade. Old school echoes through the avenue. Concrete dreams still breaking through. Vinyl spinning while the sirens cry. Boom boom bap living till the day we die. Old school echoes through the avenue. Dusty records speaking something true. One love living through the city snow. Real underground, forever flow. Rain falling, the subway breaks. Static in the speakers. Boom bap, boom bap forever. Boom bap forever. Rain tap, slow down the window pane. Old jazz loop soaked in pain. Midnight city under neon skies. Another cold night passing by. Rain tap, slow down the window pane. Old jazz loop soaked in pain. Midnight city under neon skies. Another cold night passing by. Yeah, black puffer coat and some tired eyes. Smoke cloud drift where the rooftop lies. Subway shake through the apartment floor. Like the city heartbeat asking for war. Chinese food steam on the kitchen sink. Late night thoughts while the liquor drink. Young boys posted by the handball gate. Dreaming escape from the city fate. Old jazz trumpet cry through the tape hiss. Everybody around here coexists with stress. Taxi lights bleed on a wet black road. Boom bap drums carry heavy loads. Corner store glow through the snowfall haze. Every dark block got 100 stories saved. Street preacher yell near the bus route lane. Rain makes hard with the winter pain. Rainy avenue nights and dusty cassette dreams. Cold jazz loops through the city steam. Vinyl crackle in the freezing air. Lost souls wander everywhere. Hard drum breaks through the midnight fog. Old train tracks hum like a monologue. Still we ride through the endless gray with underground rhythms every day. Hallway lights buzz near the broken stairs. Teenagers posted with exhausted stares. Shorty smoke squares by the laundry spot. Headphones on while the rain drop. Old payphone ring by the train station wall. Nobody really answer calls. Basement session with the dim red bulb. Every crack rhyme emotionally rough. MPC knocked through the lower floor. Somebody still searching for more. Police lights flash on the puddle stains. Another sad story buried in rain. Brown paper bag and some cheap red wine. Jazz piano drift through my mind. Every lonely winter feel the same. Still these records calm the pain. Rainy avenue nights and dusty cassette dreams. Cold jazz loops through the city steam. Vinyl crackle in the freezing air. Lost souls wander everywhere. Hard drum breaks through the midnight fog. Old train tracks hum like a monologue. Still we ride through the endless gray with underground rhythms every day. Grade 21 and the rain still fall. Cold wind hit the project walls. No peace found in the alleyway glow. Just jazz loops moving slow. Old cassette tapes near the heat event. Every rhyme full of discontent. Street lamps shimmer on a flooded curb. Hard life lessons without words. Young dreamers laugh near the dice game bench. Snow melt drip from a dark trench. Taxi reflections on the avenue lines. Like the whole city losing its mind. Smoke cloud rise through the rooftop air. Lonely souls wander everywhere. Still the drums make the pressure fade. For a minute in the midnight haze. So let the saxophone breathe tonight. For every restless soul in sight. Another underground tape replayed. Till the sunrise slowly fade. Rain taps off on the avenue stone. Old jazz records keep me home. One more loop till the sky turn gray. Then the whole cycle replay. Rain taps off on the avenue stone. Old jazz records keep me home. One more loop till the sky turn gray. Then the whole cycle replay.
Top all night long. Old soul sample in a sad slow song. Smoke drift quiet through the kitchen light. Another lonely ride through the city night. Rain hit the rooftop all night long. Old soul sample in a sad slow song. Smoke drift quiet through the kitchen light. Another lonely ride through the city night. Black coffee cold by the notebook page. Train wheels scream like bottle rage. Wet hoodie hanging near the cracked front door. Bills piled up on the wooden floor. Old TV glow in the dark apartment. Everybody tired, mentally hardened. Street lamp shadows through the blinds bend slow. Like the whole world moving through a heavy flow. Jazz sax cry from the dusty SP. Raw drum breaks knock aggressively. Young boys posted by the dice game spot. Dreaming of escape from the things they not. Cold rain mixed with the cigarette smoke. Another broken promise turned in a joke. Still the city pulse through the midnight air. While lost souls wander without a prayer. Late night subway thoughts in my bloodstream. Dirty boom bap carry broken dreams. Vinyl crackle under rainy skies. Pain stay hidden behind tired eyes. Cold hallway echoes and police lights flash. Fast life disappear in a second pass. Still we ride through the endless haze. Underground music for the darker days. Corner store cats sleep by the heat event. Old men argue about the rent. Chinese takeout box on the train seat. Another winter night without enough heat. Project hallway smell like bleach and dust. Everybody guarded, hard to trust. Shorty wear headphones just to block the stress. Fake smile covering depression best. Tape hiss blend with the thunderstorm rain. Every jazz loop carries somebody pain. Taxi reflections on the puddle shine. Like the city itself, slowly losing mind. Old crates stacked by the basement wall. Big pun poster in the studio hall. NPC pads worn from the late night grind. Trying to leave these cold memories behind.
Late night subway thoughts in my bloodstream. Dirty boom bap carry broken dreams. Vinyl crackle under rainy skies. Pain stay hidden behind tired eyes. Cold hallway echoes and police lights flash. Fast life disappear in a second pass. Still we ride through the endless haze. Underground music for the darker days. 2:45 and the rain still fall. Train pass slow near the project wall. No sunlight in these city blocks. Only jazz loops and ticking clocks. Brown leather gloves in the freezing wind. Everybody outside trying to pretend that the pressure don't build every single night. Under neon signs and broken lights. Old cassettes spin with the eerie hum. Street preacher yell where the buses come. Young kids laugh while the sirens cry. Nobody really asking why. Smoke cloud float near the fire escape. Another handwritten rhyme on the tape. Lost generation with insomnia souls trying to fill emptiness through these old drum rolls. So let the saxophone breathe tonight for every restless heart under streetlight white. Another underground memory replayed in the city where the sunshine fade. Rainwater drip from the rooftop edge. Dreams move slow where the streets feel dead. Old vinyl spin till the morning light. Then it's back to another endless night. Rainwater drip from the rooftop edge. Dreams move slow where the streets feel dead. Old vinyl spin till the morning light. Then it's back to another endless night. Rainwater slide down the window frame. Old soul records whisper pain. Cold NYC breach the hallway cracks. Another night with these boom bap tracks. Rainwater slide down the window frame. Old soul records whisper pain. Cold NYC breach the hallway cracks. Another night with these boom bap tracks. Dusty fitted cap by the bedroom chair. Smoke cloud float through the heavy air. Subway rumble underneath the floor like the city heartbeat, asking for more. Old jazz sample looping low and slow. Street light shadows on the melting snow. Taxi headlights cut through the rain. Every lonely block still feel the same. Chinese takeout box on the sink. Late night thoughts while the liquor drink. Young boys posted near the dice game wall. Dreaming big while the night stay cold. Police sirens bounce off the project bricks. Life around here move counterfeit quick. Still the vinyl spin through the darkened room. Hard drum breaks cut through the gloom. Rainy Avenue nights in a crack cassette. Memories hard to forget. Dusty boom bap in the freezing cold. Street light stories never told. Jazz loops drift through the midnight haze. Lost soul stuck in familiar ways. Still we ride through the endless storm. Old school rhythms keep us warm. Hallway lights flicker weak and dim. Old payphone ring with nobody in. Shorty wear headphones near the laundry spot. Eyes look tired from overthinking a lot. NPC knocked from the basement floor. Someone still fighting for something more. Black Tim soaked from the sleet outside. Heavy thoughts during the late night ride. Street preachers stand near the bus stop rail. Raincoat drag through the winter hail. Every crack beat sound emotionally scarred. Like broken dreams buried deep in the yard. Train sparks flash through the tunnel bend. Everybody outside just trying to pretend that the pressure don't build. Every night under purple skies and flickering lights.
crack cassette. Memories hard to forget. Dusty boom bap in the freezing cold. Street light stories never told. Jazz loops drift through the midnight haze. Lost soul stuck in familiar ways. Still we ride through the endless storm. Old school rhythms keep us warm. 307 and the rain still fall. Train pass slow by the housing walls. No peace found in these city blocks. Only jazz loops and ticking clocks. Old cassette tapes near the heater glow. Memories hit when the wind blow cold. Corner store cats sleep near the chips, while cigarette ash fall from fingertips. Teenagers laugh near the handball fence, talking survival and consequence. Taxi reflections on the puddles shine, like the whole city losing its mind. Basement cipher with the dim red bulb. Everybody carry invisible scars. Still the drums make the pressure fade. For a couple minutes in the night parade. So let the saxophone cry once more through the cracked apartment door. Another underground story replayed till the sunrise slowly fade. Rain drips slow from the rooftop side. Jazz loops echo through the midnight ride. One more tape till the morning light. Then it's back to another endless night.
Subway shadows, cold still, Queensbridge nights, yeah, yo. Last train moving through the midnight fog. Black hoodie, walking down the boulevard. Street lights flicker near the corner spot. Everybody praying they don't get caught. Cold staircases in the housing blocks. Heavy bass echo when the kick drum knock. Loose cigarettes on the window frame. Hard nights burn deep into the brain. Dollar vans rolling through the avenue. Young boys try and make a dollar move. Old tape hiss from the cassette deck. Every hard memory filled with stress. Rainwater dripping from the fire escape. Another cold story trapped on tape. Jazz loops floating through the freezing air. Street paranoia everywhere. Shadow platforms under city lights. Cold street visions through the nights. Dusty records spinning slow and low. Real underground, control the flow. Shadow platforms through the pouring rain. Old school rhythm mixed with pain. One mic living while the train wheels roll. Boom bap living in the soul. Project rooftops under cloudy skies. Truth hidden deep behind tired eyes. Subway tunnels breathing dirty steam. Young souls chasing broken dreams. SP drums with the off-grid bounce. Raw 16 make the hallways pronounce. Corner store coffee and cigarette smoke. Every hard lesson leave the spirit broke. No fake chains and no fake shine. Just cold bars and survival rhymes. Every bassline heavy like revenge. Street survival living on the edge. Moonlight reflecting off the housing bricks. Street politics and dirty tricks. Still the underground breathing dark and slow. Still the real ones control the flow. Train breaks, sirens far away. Static in the speakers.
Still alive.
Gray smoke floating through the avenue. Nobody know what the next man do. Old payphones near the liquor shop. Young blood hoping he don't get dropped. Dirty Timberlands on the concrete floor. Every heartbeat wanting more. Project windows glowing dim at night. Lost souls hiding from the flashing lights. Vinyl crackle through the after hours. Pain and rhythm giving hidden power. Tape decks humming near the apartment wall. Late night voices through the halls. Cold wind blowing through the winter snow. Real street music never getting old. Queensbridge stories written in the cold. Boom bap forever till the world fold. Shadow platforms under city lights. Cold street visions through the nights. Dusty records spinning slow and low. Real underground, control the flow. Shadow platform through the pouring rain. Old school rhythm mixed with pain. One love living while the speakers blow. Boom back forever through the snow. Train fading, vinyl crackle, cold wind. Queensbridge forever. Queensbridge forever.
Tap dance on the project roof. Old jazz records tell the truth. Smoke drifts slow through the hallway light. Another boom bap night, night in sight. Greyhound buses pass through the rain-soaked blocks. Street lights blink like broken clocks. Old winter coats smell like cigarette smoke. Life move heavy but the beats still float. Dust on the turntable, soul in the groove. Cold city nights got nothing to prove. Subway sparks underneath my feet. Jazz loops echo through the freezing streets. Young blood posted by the handball fence. Talking survival and consequence. Police lights flash on the puddle stains. Every dark block carry pain. Mama at the window praying low, while snow mixed with the cold wind blow. Everybody tired but nobody rests. That's the city rhythm in the east side stress. Midnight trains in the rainy skies. Lost dreams hidden behind our eyes. Dirty boom bap for the lonely souls. Jazz samples deep while the vinyl rolls. Cold brick walls and a purple haze. Street light memories never fade. Still we ride through the stormy nights, with old school drums and the neon lights. Chinese takeout on a studio chair. Old rhyme books scattered everywhere. Tape deck hiss through the basement room. MPC drums cut through the gloom. Taxi tires glide through the flooded streets. Cold breath clouds near the concrete. Young girl smoke by the laundromat glow. Headphones on while the rain falls slow. Old timers posting near the dice game spot. Talking about legends the city forgot. Every crack beat sound emotionally scarred, like life itself left permanent marks. Train ride silence at 2 a.m. Rain hit hard on the window frame. No peace found in the borough nights. Only jazz loops and flickering lights. Midnight trains in the rainy skies. Lost dreams hidden behind our eyes. Dirty boom bap for the lonely souls. Jazz samples deep while the vinyl rolls. Cold brick walls and a purple haze. Street light memories never fade. Still we ride through the stormy nights, with old school drums and the neon lights. 312 in the city still awake. Cold wind howl by the fire escape. No sunshine where the lost hearts roam. Just underground rhythms close to home. Black hoodie soaked from the freezing rain. Everybody outside carry pain. Jazz trumpet cry through the static hum, while distant sirens slowly come. Old cassette tapes by the dusty crates. Dreams move slow in these city states. Broken benches by the corner store. Same tired faces wanting more. Smoke cloud rise near the rooftop edge. Life around here hang by a thread. Still the beats keep the soul intact. That's why we always run these tracks back. So let the saxophone breathe tonight for every restless soul under street light white. Another underground story replayed in the cold NYC. Cascade, rain still fall on the avenue lane. Old vinyl spin through the pain. One more loop till the dawn appear. Then it's back to survival here. Then it's back to survival here. Then it's back to survival here. Rain still fall on the avenue lane. Rain still fall on the avenue lane. Rain still fall on the avenue lane. Then it's back to survival here. Rain still fall on the avenue lane. Rain still fall on the avenue lane. Rain still fall on the avenue Rain hit the window, train screeched downstairs. Queensbridge shadows, cold smoke in the air. Old tapes rewinding, city never sleeps. Another night shift, soul buried in these beats. Yeah, dirty black hoodies by the radiator heat. Timbs full of slush from the corners of the street. Neon signs flicking through the cracked apartment blinds. Late fees stacking while I'm losing track of time. Subway ghosts rattling under my floor. Mama said the game ain't love no more. Old heads posted by the liquor store light. Talking about the 90s every single damn night. Ash on a notebook, jazz in the loop. Basement cypher energy all through the room. Cops pass slow through the project blocks. Everybody freeze when the Crown Vic stops. Rainwater dripping off the fire escape rails. Broken dream stories in the cigarette trails. Still hear Big L through the old tape hiss. Trying to find peace in a world like this. Dark Queensbridge nights in my bloodstream. Cold winter city lights and pipe dreams. Dusty boom bap echo through the hallway. Lost souls living life the hard way. Vinyl crackle under midnight skies. Same old pain behind tired eyes. Underground forever, no sleep, just jazz loops and concrete streets. Yeah, basement smell mixed with the black coffee steam. Everybody rapping, but nobody seen. Old MPC, drums knock through the walls. Night train screaming while the snowfall falls. I seen brothers lose their soul for a change. Seen moms work doubles just to cover the pain. Hallway lights buzz like they ready to die. Still hear sirens every night outside. Shorty smoke squares by the laundromat door. Talking about leaving, but she trapped by the war. Every block got a memory attached. Every scar on the city leave a spirit crack. Raw drum breaks with the eerie soul flips. Tape deck static while the candlelight drips. Another lonely winter in the rotten stairwell. Dreams move slow where the cold air dwell. Dark Queensbridge nights in my bloodstream. Cold winter city lights and pipe dreams. Dusty boom bap echo through the hallway. Lost souls living life the hard way. Vinyl crackle under midnight skies. Same old pain behind tired eyes. Underground forever, no sleep, just jazz loops and concrete streets. 3 a.m. train ride through the fog again. Same old scars underneath the skin. No sunshine in these alleyways. Only cold beats in the rainy days. Project hall echo from the battered stair steps. Old radio, freestyle cassette decks. Street lamps glow through the winter haze. Everybody stuck in survival phase. Hunger in the eyes of the young and lost. Every fast dream got a heavy cost. Still I write pain in these rhyme books slow. While the rain outside tap Morse code. Dust on the records, soul in the bass. Everybody searching for a safer place. But the city keep pulling us back inside. Through the tunnel where the dark doors hide. So let the jazz breathe while the night shift roll. Another underground prayer for the wounded souls. Real boom bap for the ones still here. Cold NYC atmosphere. Vinyl spinning, rain still falling. Train pass slow through the darkness calling. Queensbridge nights never really end. Just another lost tape from the underground again. Vinyl spinning, rain still falling. Train pass slow through the darkness calling. Queensbridge nights never really end. Just another lost tape from the underground again.
Late nights, Queensbridge, cold silence, yeah. Yeah. Late nights, yo, frozen benches near the building gate. Young boys outside talking about fate. Train sparks flash through the tunnel black. Heavy bass rumble down the tracks. Black gloves hidden in the winter coat. Every cold stare cut the through. Project windows glowing dim at night. Street paranoia under yellow lights. Loose cigarettes on the staircase floor. Old pain living behind the door. Dirty hallways smell like smoke and rain. Hard life carved into the brain. Dollar van slide through the avenue. Nobody knows what the next man do. Broken dreams near the corner store. Every hard scar wanting more. Concrete silence through the midnight cold. Street survival make the young grow old. Dusty records spinning slow and low. Real underground, never letting go. Concrete silence through the pouring rain. Old school rhythm mixed with pain. One mic living where the cold winds blow. Queensbridge, forever. Through the snow, SP drums knocking through the apartment walls. Late night voices in the housing halls. Tape hits floating from the cassette deck. Every hard memory filled with stress. Gray skies hanging over project roofs. Every young king chasing truth. Subway tunnels breathing dirty steam. Cold reality killing dreams. No fake smiles and no fake chains. Just hard nights and hitting pain. Every baseline heavy like revenge. Street survival, living on the edge. Rainwater dripping from the fire escape. Another cold story trapped on tape. Still the hood breathe through the fear. Still the old ghosts lingering here. Train breaks, sirens far away. Static in the speakers, still breathing. Moonlight reflecting off the housing bricks. Street politics and dirty tricks. Every cold stare got a hidden scar. Young souls trapped where the shadows are. Old jazz records never played here. Only hard drums and the smell of fear. Concrete blocks and the freezing wind. Another hard night settling in. Project rooftops under cloudy skies. Truth hidden deep behind the eyes. Still the underground, living raw and slow. Still the real ones control the flow. Vinyl crackle through the after hours. Pain and rhythm giving hidden power. Queensbridge nights never getting old. Street dreams die in the freezing cold. Concrete silence through the midnight cold. Street survival make the young grow old. Dusty records spinning slow and low. Real underground, never letting go. Concrete silence through the pouring rain. Old school rhythm mixed with pain. One love living while the speakers blow. Queensbridge, forever through the snow. Train fading. Queensbridge, forever. Queensbridge, forever. Mic check. Bronx nights, static in the speakers. Yeah. Bronx nights, yeah. Burned out hallways smelling like smoke. Every crack stair filled with broken hope. Train tracks shaking near the apartment side. Cold wind whisper while the young kids ride. Boombox blasting near the basketball court. Everybody hungry trying not get caught. Tim's hit concrete with the heavy stomp. Dirty drum breaks make the whole block jump. Gray hood shadows underneath the rain. Old heads talking about the crack cocaine. Project rooftop under winter skies. Every hard lesson reflected in the eyes. Late night sirens through the avenue. Street dreams fading while the bass come through. Jazz loop echo from a distant room. Raw boom bap cut straight through the gloom. Hallway static through the midnight hour. Street survival turning pain to power. Dusty records while the train wheels roll. Real underground living in the soul. Hallway static through the freezing rain. Old school rhythm flowing through the pain. One mic living where the cold wind blow. Boom bap, forever never getting old. SP 1200 knocking off grid. That dirty swing, how the real beats live. Cassette tape spinning near the broken couch. Every raw verse made the whole room bounce. Dollar vans rolling through the avenue. Everybody searching for something true. Black coffee steam in the corner spot. Same old stories that the hood forgot. Subway tunnels breathing ghostly smoke. Every hungry rapper carrying hope. No fake chains, no designer flash. Just hard bars and some hidden cash. Street philosophers near the liquor store. Trying to understand what we living for. Still the baseline shaking every wall. Still the underground refusing to fall. Train break, screaming. We ain't falling. Static in the speakers. Still breathing, breathe out. Cold December on the project side. Young kings moving where the ghosts still hide. Spray paint dripping from the subway train. Old jazz records trying to heal the pain. Every heartbeat like a shattered dream. Every loose leaf full of steam. Dirty sneakers on the staircase floor. Searching for escape is something more. Window crack while the city glow. Vinyl spinning slow and low. Real hip-hop living through the years. Built from hunger, stress, and fears. Tape hits floating through the after hours. Lost souls finding hidden powers. Still the old school rhythm control the night. Boom, boom, back. Living underneath the lights. Hallway static through the midnight hour. Street survival turning pain to power. Dusty records while the train wheels roll. Real underground living in the soul. Hallway static through the freezing rain. Old school rhythm flowing through the pain. One love living while the speakers blow. Boom back, forever never getting old. Train, 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 train fading. Vinyl crackle, cold wind. Bronx forever, 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 forever.
Mic check, mic check, mic check, mic Queensbridge, cold nights, street paranoia, yeah. Queensbridge, yeah. Cold nights, street lamps flicker through the frozen fog. Black hoodie moving through the boulevard. Train smoke drifting near the project side. Young killers roaming where the ghosts hide. Cracked staircases smell like rain and dust. Hard life taught us who to never trust. Dollar vans rolling through the avenue. Every coast stare looking straight through you. Loose leaf papers on the apartment floor. Bassline shaking through the neighbor door. Late night sirens cut the winter air. Old scars living everywhere. Subway tunnels breathing ghostly steam. Every hungry soul chasing paper dreams. Dirty Timberlands on the concrete blocks. Heavy kick drums make the whole hood knock. Frozen hallways under city lights. Cold street visions through the endless nights. Dusty records spinning dark and slow. Real underground, never letting go. Frozen hallways through the winter rain. Old school rhythm mixed with pain. One mic speaking while the train wheels roll. Boom bap, living in the soul. Yeah, project rooftop covered in the snow. Gray sky hanging over streets below. Old payphones near the liquor spot. Everybody praying they don't get caught. SP drums with the off-grid bounce. Raw 16 make the hallway pronounce. Broken elevators barely ever move. Still the whole block trying to find the groove. No fake chains, no designer shine. Just hard bars and survival rhymes. Every bassline heavy like a threat. Cold city nights, we never forget. Tape hits floating from the cassette deck. Every hard memory full of stress. Subway sparks flash across the dark. Street survival left another mark. Train breaks. Gunshots far away.
Static in the speakers.
Still alive.
Yeah. Moonlight falling on the house and bricks. Every cold stare full of dirty tricks. Young blood posted near the corner store. Trying to make it out and something more. Rainwater dripping from the fire escape. Another hard story trapped on tape. Jazz, there's darkness in the drum loop swing. That raw boom bap make the hood lean. Old timers talking near the building gate. Every hard lesson shaped by fate. Still the underground breathe through the years. Built from hunger, violence, and fear. Vinyl crackle in the after hours. Pain and rhythm giving hidden power. Queensbridge nights where the cold winds blow. Real street music never getting old. Frozen hallways under city lights. Cold street visions through the endless nights. Dusty records spinning dark and slow. We're underground, never letting go. Frozen hallways through the winter rain. Old school rhythm mixed with pain. One love living while the speakers blow. Boom bap, forever through the snow. train fading. Cold wind. Queensbridge forever. Queensbridge forever. Queensbridge.
Cold rage. Cold rain. Cold rain dripping from the rooftop pipes. Jazz loop float through the quiet nights. Street lights shimmer on the avenue gray. Another underground tape replay. Black Yankees fitted low on my face. Old train maps in the suitcase. Dusty Nike box under the bed. Bills piled high while the dreams half dead. Project stairwell smell like smoke and rain. Everybody downstairs, no pain. Jazz trumpet hum through the thin apartment walls, while police sirens echo through the halls. Old head outside by the corner store, talking about how the city changed for sure. Snow melt puddles near the taxi stand. Cold wind cut through my frozen hands. Young kids posted by the basketball court, laughing loud but emotionally torn. Subway sparks like the tunnel dark. Boom bap drums still ignite the heart. Rainy nights in a dusty beat tape. Lost souls stand by the fire escape. Vinyl crackle through the freezing air. Underground dreams everywhere. Cold jazz loops in the midnight haze. Street light glow through the rainy days. Still we breathe through the hard city pain, with old school drums and window rain. Chinese food steam rise through the cold. Every crack beat got a story told. Train ride silence at 1 a.m. Rain hits soft on the window frame. Old radio static in the basement room. MPC not cut through the gloom. Shorty smoke squares by the laundromat light. Headphones on through the endless night. Street preacher yell near the crowded bus. Everybody move like they lost trust. Taxi tires glide through the flooded blocks. Neon signs and broken clocks. Brown paper bag with the cheap red wine. Jazz piano drift through my mind. Every lonely winter feel the same. Still the music help contain the pain. Rainy nights in a dusty beat tape. Lost souls stand by the fire escape. Vinyl crackle through the freezing air. Underground dreams everywhere. Cold jazz loops in the midnight haze. Street light glow through the rainy days. Still we breathe through the hard city pain, with old school drums and window rain. Rain taps slow on the avenue stone. Old jazz records keep me home. One more night till the sky turn gray. Then the whole cycle replay. Rain taps slow on the avenue stone. Old jazz records keep me home. One more night till the sky turn gray. Then the whole cycle replay. Gray skies hover over Queensbridge nights. Cigarette ash near the broken lights. Young dreamers trapped in the hallway maze, trying to survive through the purple haze. Old cassettes spin near the heat event. Every rhyme full of discontent. Rainwater drip from the rusty rails. Cold breath float through the subway trails. Boom bap drums from the lower floor. Somebody still searching for more. That raw basement cipher atmosphere. Keep the wounded spirits here, so let the saxophone cry tonight. For every restless soul in sight. Another underground memory replayed, till the sunrise slowly fade. Rainy nights in a dusty beat tape. Lost souls stand by the fire escape. Vinyl crackle through the freezing air. Underground dreams everywhere. Cold jazz loops in the midnight haze. Street light glow through the rainy days. Still we breathe through the hard city pain, with old school drums and window rain. Rain taps slow on the avenue stone. Old jazz records keep me home. One more night till the sky turn gray. Then the whole cycle replay. 1995 basement tapes, cold nights, train lines, real bars, boom bap forever. Yeah. Back when the cypher lived under street lamps, Tim's on the pavement, hoodies and wave caps, crates full of records in the smoke-filled room. SP 1200 make the whole block move. Low end rumble from the project stairwell. Dreams in the backpack, stories never fail. No diamonds, no change, just bars and pain. Subway train rhythm running through my veins. Mama said survive, preacher said pray. OGs taught lessons on the corners all day. Loose leaf notebook filled with cold rhymes, trying to make a future out of hard times. Boom bap echo through the avenue. Old souls talking what we had to do. Dust in the speakers, truth in the rhyme. Underground forever, timeless design. Boom bap echo through the avenue. Crate diggers know the sound is true. One mic, one dream, one heartbeat slow. Real hip hop never let go. Late night sessions with the tape hits alive. Freestyle battles just to mentally survive. Jazz loops spinning like the city at night. Police lights flashing while the DJ cuts right. Black and white memories burned in the smoke. Every verse heavy like survival mode. No auto-tune glitter, no algorithm trends. Just scratches and stories from forgotten friends. Staircase wisdom and the park bench codes. Train yard poetry down frozen roads. Every kick drum hit like a fist to the chest. Every raw 16 trying to be the best. Cold wind, street dreams, broken bottles under moonbeams. Still we rhyme, still we climb. Now everybody wanna copy that essence, but they don't know the hunger and depression. Cassette tape legends with invisible crowns. Underground kings never needed the clout. Dusty MPC with the snares off grid. Real rap scars from the life we live. Every breath rhythm, every block a song. If the soul in the beat, then it lived this long. Boom bap echo through the avenue. Lost generation speaking truth to you. Crackled soul samples in the midnight glow. That old school spirit never getting old. Boom bap echo through the avenue. Raw emotion cut the speaker through. One love forever in the fading night. Golden era still alive tonight. Static. Subway breaks. Sirens in the distance. Boom bap.